So here she is, telling all the whites that they need to be more tolerant, telling us that we need to accept our replacement, telling us the evils of Christianity and the greatness of the Muslim religion. So, one has to assume that maybe she was picked up by a grooming gang when she was 12. And, maybe things happened, whatever. But it's really not the point. I mean, immigration, we call it that. There's a lot of names for what it is, but anyone with any real sense of themselves knows that it's just replacement of the people who would be able to stand against that silver hat wearing small tribe person, small hat tribesman. And she's buying right into the whole thing, the clergy plan in action. So, there's not much more that can be said. I mean, everybody knows. I mean, the question now becomes, what are we going to do about it? I think everybody knows what the problems are. I'm not going to stand here and preach to the choir all day. I want to talk about maybe some solutions. Some solutions that I had that aren't so popular right at this particular moment in time. Or, take these people out that are obvious traitors to our civilization, and maybe live stream their executions, on all net, all TV. I think maybe that would curb some of their enthusiasm. But you never know. Maybe it wouldn't. Maybe there are so many cucked people in this country and around the world that they would scream out in pain as that happened to the Muslims and to the Africans and all the people that are replacing us. And it seems like after they let us build up the society and build up the civilization and build the structures like I'd been talking about, build everything, right? Get it all built, powerful. And then they want to subvert it. They start subverting it. I was thinking the other day, to myself, I see pictures of the 50s and Leave It to Beaver and, shit like that, just, you see how everything looked in the 50s. And then I think, well, if the country was 95% white back then, I thought to myself, if it was 95% white, surely the controllers had to say to themselves, well, how are we going to subvert these people? How are we going to destroy these people? How are we going to, I've said before, they built up a strong civilization. How are we going to break it? I came to the conclusion that the only way to do it, since we're all in communities together and tight-knit families having block parties and going to church and playing ball and, the movie The Sandlot, if you guys remember that. That's what I'm talking about. That's a picture you can keep in your head while you're listening to this. So you got that. So what do? Well, you bring in brown people. I really don't care what kind of brown people they are, but you bring them in, okay? And in this way, you can start bringing in the drugs. You can start subverting the children to other cultures, and you start watering down your own, okay? And the tribe pays our people, our devil people, to sell out, start making films with interracial, Star Trek, First Interracial Kiss. I mean, it just goes on and on. And, what the current state of affairs is what we see, and it's outrageous. So they flood our countries with these people, and they continually do it. It's just, the knifings in London and in Paris are, they rival the gun deaths and surpass them in New York City and Chicago. And that, we always hear about Chicago and London, more deaths since these people have moved in. I mean, since there's hundreds of thousands of them, millions of them. I mean, these people need to be taken out and slaughtered for what they did to our white countries, because this diversity is our strength is insane. So it can't be true.